past week, WCU Weekly fans filled up the studio of The Jerry Springer and The Steve Wilkos Show. Fans got to see tapings of each show, and a select few even went backstage to meet Jerry Springer himself. Hello, Westchester University. I'm Justin Sachoka.
And I'm Paige Elliott. In this week's episode, we have Cortland Bragg with you to talk about the sports short, and we have a full list of campus events this week, as well as Angelica Fenore, who will be in the studio doing a special segment called the Dorm Room Delicacies.
I can't wait. These are all different snacks that you can make in your dorm room, and they're not typical snacks that you would just go buy at the store. You've got to put a little bit of effort into these, but they're delicious. Just wait. We actually had a sampling last week. I'm really excited for it. Well, on October 23rd, 24th, and 25th this week from 12 until 3 at the tables outside of Rams Head Food Court in the Psych Student Union, Body Piece and Plato's Closet are teaming up to hold a clothing drive. Stop on by and donate your unwanted items. All proceeds will go to the National Eating Disorders Association.
On Friday, October 25th, from 4 to 7 p.m. in the Sykes Ballrooms, you're invited to Ram Tracks. Participate in a small interactive session to develop your better understanding of your interests and skills. Identify majors and also learn about career options that best fit you, and help create a personalized career action plan for your time at Westchester University. Plus, a recruiter from the QVC will be there to discuss how you can really do just about anything with your major. Space is very limited, so make sure you pre-register at wcupa.edu/RamsTracks.
Now, there's actually a brand new event that's coming to campus here, and I think it's going to be very well attended, and that recruiter from QVC should be very interesting. They'll have a lot to tell you and a lot to learn from that. Well, in celebration of Halloween, Sykes After Dark will be showing Rocky Horror Picture Show this Friday night. Ooh. Come on out in your Rocky Horror Picture Show costumes. Brendan, our director of photography, just fist pumped to that.
He's
really excited.
He's excited.
It starts at 9 o'clock, of course. There's free food, and then afterwards you can check out the SAC Midnight Movie, which will be White House Down.
All right, and also everyone on campus, I know you had to go through orientation when you first came to school here, and it's pretty much your opportunity to become an orientation leader now. You can come out to Orientation Information Meeting on October 29th at 8 p.m. in the Sykes Student Union Theater. For a job description or an application, visit wcupa.edu/orientation and click on Meet the Staff. Now, Justin, I was orientation leader myself for 2 years.
I heard that. Now, what qualities do you need to have to be an orientation leader?
Well, pretty much I'm an outgoing person. You know, that's just me, a people person. You have to be that. To be an orientation leader, you got to get on the stage. You got to be excited. I know I used to do like the rah-rah, Westchester U. You know, you got to be able to do that and pretty much be able to give tours to people and, know that you're the first impression of Westchester.
You have to a loud, outgoing person.
You do. I mean,
Nikki
honestly,
Rakowski on our crew is another one who's fist pumping.
That could be you, Nikki. I think it's a really good opportunity for you to get involved on campus. You are the first impression of the campus, and people are looking forward to hearing from you.
Now, here's the important question I think most people want to know. Do you get paid for it?
You do. You get paid to be an orientation leader. It's a stipend, pretty much. You come here a couple days throughout the summer, as well as in the fall for transfer students and things like that. Awesome. They come and you show them around campus. I mean, it's a good time to meet people. I mean, I'm a senior now. I did it my freshman and sophomore years, and people still come up to me and say, "Oh, you were my orientation leader." I mean, it's a good feeling.
That's very cool. So definitely check that out. Well, now earlier when we taped this, when we first walked in, Cortland Bragg, he of course does our sports short. We noticed that him and Joe Watts they were wearing the exact same shirt.
Who's Joe?
Joe Watts. Okay, so Joe works at the DMC and he helps us out each and every week, and he runs the camera for us and the prompter. Let's take a look and see who wore it best. We want to know. Cortland is, of course, on the left, and on the right-hand side is Joe. Who do you think wore it best? We want you to chime in on Twitter. Hashtag Cortland or hashtag Joe. Cast your vote, and we'll reveal the winner next week.
I think they text each other or something. They planned it out.
They planned it out this morning.
They definitely came in. They look the same. I mean, it's like a salmon color polo shirt, button up. I think it looks good. I don't know who I would pick. I don't know.
Well, let's see that salmon colored shirt again. Let's throw things over to Cortland Bragg. Court, what's happening in the sports world today?
Well, Justin, starting off this week's sports, the women's soccer team defeated Seton Hill University 3-1. Lexi Lenz, Dana Hunt, and Ashley Seller all had goals in the game. The Golden Rams travel out west this upcoming weekend as they play California University of Pennsylvania on Friday and Slippery Rock University on Saturday. Switching over to men's sports, the men's soccer team defeated Seton Hill University 2-0. Sophomore standout Ryan Schultz had an impressive game, picking up his 7th shutout, which is a single-season record here at Westchester. Westchester is home on Tuesday against Philadelphia University at 3 p.m. There will be a dedication ceremony to name the field before the game, beginning at 2:30 p.m. For the first time since 1974, the Golden Ram football team improved their season to 7-0, defeating Lock Haven University 34-13. Very, very impressive. Rondell White had an impressive game, breaking numerous records while having 307 all-purpose yards and becoming the second player in school history to surpass over 6,000 yards. White also broke the 1,000-yard rushing record on the season and finished with a personal best 13 touchdowns. White will have to continue his hard running against conference rival Shippensburg University on Saturday as the Golden Rams try to keep their record undefeated. And for the something to brag about players of the week, we'll go to Ryan Schultz of the men's soccer team and Rondell White of the football team. Schultz had an impressive 7 shutouts on the season, and White racked up 307 all-purpose yards while scoring 2 touchdowns. And did I mention he had over 6,000 all-purpose yards in his career? That is really something to brag about. But something smells really, really good in the studio. Paige, what is that smell?
Well, something does smell good over here, Court. So thanks for the short.
Well, so we asked, here's what smells great in here. We asked Bean, her real name's Angelica Fenori, but we call her Bean, to come on in. Last week she made us a whole bunch of different samples of dorm room snacks that she makes. So Bean, thank you for coming on in here. She brought quite the spread. Now I know we have to get started with heating something up, and it takes... You can start
2 minutes.
2 minutes it takes, and that's you're gonna find out what it is actually in a little bit.
We're not gonna tell you yet.
Tell us. I know that there's a lot that you can do with the Ritz cracker.
Yes.
You told me there's thousands of things you can do, and you brought some of your favorite. What is this one?
All right, so this is perfect for the fall. I call it my granny cracker, and all it is just wheat thins. I kind of like the whole wheat one, and pumpkin butter, which you can get at Lynn Villa or Wegmans or Trader Joe's, and all you do is spread it over, and then take an apple like so, dice it up, and put it on top.
Now that's pretty easy. Now I do have to try this.
They're so good.
It's a pumpkin butter with apple.
My first time.
Wow, that's a great combination.
Oh, that is good.
It's definitely a fall snack to
Yes.
have, and I'm assuming you can have this with anything. You can do. Everyone's laughing at this is loud. It's cream cheese or peanut butter or something like that.
What I like to do after class is get a wheat thin, some peanut butter, and then cube up a banana on top.
So substitute it with peanut butter and a banana.
Sometimes having bread in the dorm, it gets stale, so it's like a fast alternative to a sandwich.
Excellent. So. Another thing that you can do, and this is what we're going to use the sauce for, so I guess we could stop that.
Yeah.
Explain to us what that is.
This is my Ritz cracker pizza. It's something that me and my roommate made up last year on a rainy day, and there was just no way we were going out to get pizza. So she had some gravy, some mozzarella cheese sticks, and what we did is we put some mozzarella on the cracker, and then we melted it for like about 7
or 8 seconds.
I've got this. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's confusing. And then after that comes out and it's all melted, you just take some gravy and put it on top. Now, I use my mom's gravy because I'm Italian and I'm biased, but you can use anything jarred if you have like a preference.
So it's like a pizza sauce pretty much.
That's what it melts.
So these are, we'll melt it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So maybe do like 20 seconds in here, I guess?
Yeah. It all kind of depends on how strong your microwave is. So.
Okay, but we're gonna come back to that in a second. What is this?
So to a different cracker, I like to use wheat thins, and I call it spicy jelly. All you have to have is cream cheese and then some red pepper jelly. I get mine from Jersey, but you can get them at Walmart. It's called the Reese brand. It's for $7. Put the cream cheese in a bowl, kind of compact it at the bottom, and then just put the jelly on top, and then dip your wheat thin.
Now, I've never had this kind of jelly before, so this is going to be new to me.
Now that looks like a great thing
nervous.
for like a dorm room, Super Bowl, a party, anything like that. Now I do want to try one of these pizzas. We melted that, and just the sauce on top.
Yep, just like that. And you can melt it a little bit more if you want to, and then you can either eat it just like that, or put some Parmesan cheese on top, or like basil.
Melted.
Now,
That's delicious.
Justin's
That's a really great
too.
pizza alternative. Now, we're running out of time, so we want to quickly, with the mouthful, right here. Everyone has popcorn in their dorm room. This is not just, it's a light butter popcorn, but you changed it up and made it a fall popcorn, right?
Yes, well, I'm very basic, and I love a good pumpkin spice latte. So I wanted to see what I can do with some popcorn. So I took nutmeg, cinnamon, and honey. And you just pop the popcorn and then put as much as you want on top, and then
drizzle
some honey on top of that?
Mix it around, and I think it's really good.
Let me see.
Now,
See what we got going
the
on.
crew has been sampling this the entire day since you got here.
I didn't think there was going to be any left, actually, because we've been eating it the whole time.
Wow, this is fantastic.
And it's like good for a fall scary movie.
Wow.
With you in your room.
This is great. Give us a try. Hey, if you try any of these recipes, we would like you to tweet it to us so we can see how it turned out. And Bean is the one who put it all together. So thank you, Bean, for coming in here today and showing us all of this. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. You want to come in with more food?
Sure, I'll try.
I mean, me and Justin would definitely love it.
We'd love it.
So.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of WCU Weekly. If you would like anything read on WCU Weekly, shoot us an email at wcuweekly@wcupa.edu.
And if you would also like anything on Facebook or Twitter, just make sure you follow us and tell us what you would like to hear on the upcoming shows. Until next time, I'm Paige Elliott.
And I'm Justin Sachoka. That's Angelica Fenore. We will see you next week.
The heart is a blue, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck.